So I was watching, yes, am I a stupid dog? I was watching a Joe Rogan special, Joe Rogan podcast special, in which he was discussing a secret lair. He said there was 8 people that were hiking in the Grand Canyon, and they came upon a army a barrack situation, an army. What do you say? Army compost? No, army outpost. Some kind of army-atic facility. It was built into the side of the bottom of the Grand Canyon. And even though the Grand Canyon has been around since this nation has been around, okay? We didn't get it right away. As manifest destiny, and somebody bought the Louisiana Purchase, and we got the Grand Canyon that way. I think it was when we got the Grand Canyon. I'm pretty sure it was the Louisiana Purchase we got the Grand Canyon. I could be wrong about that. But anyways, for somewhere well over 200 years, we knew about the Grand Canyon. Probably at least for 150 years, people have been exploring it. At least for 100 years, they've been over every inch of that property, every inch of the Grand Canyon. There ain't no place that don't got no Grand Canyon, you know. So if the Army built something in 1940 and 1950 for 60, 70, 80 years, we've been going over every inch of the Grand Canyon with a fine-tooth comb. But according to Joe Rogan, 8 special scientists, they were down there hiking, and they stumbled upon, and maybe they were just regular hikers, but they were very scientific-esque. They stumbled upon this army surplus store right barricaded smack dab into the rocks of the Grand Canyon. It was at the very base, at the bottom of the rig, and they carved out like an outlet store. And inside they had this ginormous, huge safe. And the tricky part about this thing is when they got down there, they had to move a few rocks, okay? Down there around all the rocks scattered about the base of the Grand Canyon, around this entrance to this army facility, built back in like Fort Knox's vault, carved down the mountain. You had to move a rock. They didn't know which rock they moved. They're like, I moved a rock. I didn't even know which one it was, and the doors opened up. They're like, holy shit, you moved a rock or something? It's like, I stubbed my toe. Maybe that's what it was. They went into this facility because they abracadabra opened the door. Once they got in, they started touching shit like you would. You're like, holy shit, it was like from the 50s, you know what I'm saying? How mysterious they were saying. There was an eerie feeling over the top of the whole thing. Somebody touched something. I don't know what it was, and the door closed. They spent hours upon hours. According to Joe Rogan, this is his testimonial. Joe's putting his reputation on this. They searched for hours for like that bookshelf button where they could open the door again. They couldn't find it, so they decided to go deeper into the complex. Finally, they come up to this vault. Somehow they mysteriously, eerily open up the vault. And inside, they find people who have been hanging out in the vault since the 1950s. They got 1950s clothes on. And Joe's like, this is really mysterious. But this happened. This actually happened. Joe Rogan's like, this actually happened, okay? This is a bona fide fact. Roy Jones told me about the entire situation, all right? Tinkerbell was there, the one who flies around Walt Disney cartoons. She told me, just the other day she landed on my shoulder, she said, this is a bona fide. So you got to know that Joe's on top of all these eerie, weary, query conspiracies. And he knows everything that's going on. Just tune in to Joe. You're going to find out what the Pope's wearing underneath his robes during Christmas Mass. You're going to find out a whole bunch of stuff you don't even want to know about. You're going to know what they're putting into our drinking water and into our, whatever other kind of water, our car wash water. What they put in the car wash water would amaze you. What they think is going to spray on you and land on your skin from the car wash water, that's where it really gets serious. But whatever, don't worry. Tune in to Joe Rogan. He's going to tell you all about it.